mostly resting. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. I have an appointment. I also go to my therapist. As I mentioned, with like this new revelations, new developments, I have some stuff to talk about. So we go into my psychiatrist at 9, and then my therapist at 10. And I hope that this is going to mean that the rest of my week is going to be somewhat normal, because I have a very packed week. This next week is going to be really packed. I have like lots of things to do, and I also have like new obligations, new things in my schedule. For example, the French class that I kind of like applied to be a part of. I have I got in, so now I have these classes every Tuesday at around like 1:30 to 2:50. So I'm gonna have class, and then I have my French class, and then I have my swimming class, and I go back home, get ready, and then I have class in the evening. So my Tuesdays are going to be pretty packed from now on, and with the very low energy levels I've been having, I kind of like, I don't know if I'll be able to do everything that I have to. So I have this, and I have like my classes, and I've been kind of like like taking it easy, taking it slow, because it was quite necessary. So for example, with my swimming classes and my Zumba classes, I've been like I haven't gone to every single one of them last week because I was feeling pretty depleted, and also my thoughts, they were also getting bad. I was starting to have contemplating the end, and even some levels of planning started to happen, which pretty much was when we contacted my doctor, and he was like, see us first thing Monday. So Monday I'm having like my session with him, and we might change some medication, or we might do something else. I don't know. I'm honestly like pretty, all things considered, I'm not really feeling like fighting. I'm not feeling very motivated to struggle, basically, because it is a struggle, like for me with my head, and I'm not really feeling like doing anything about it. I'm just like letting it kind of like take place, but it's just because I don't know, I don't see the point. I'm at that stage where I'm not really things that don't make sense, and nothing about my place in the world is set, and I kind of like, I struggle to even do things and to find things to do, and I have like so much to do. There's no end to like the amount of things that I should be doing, that I have to do, but none of them, they kind of like like none of them like do anything for me. I'm kind of just letting things go. It's kind of like metaphorical way of saying that, letting things go to voicemail. I'm just not really there. And today I had a little bit more strength, so much so that I did my makeup. I'm ready. We're gonna go out with me and my family, and we're gonna have some family time, which is always good, and it's also, I think it's good for like for not just for, because we're gonna go eat, so it's not just good for like the nourishment for your body, it's nourishment for your soul too, spending time together. And I don't know, I felt a little certain surge of energy, and it's kind of exciting because this past days, like, nothing has been getting a reaction out of me. I've been mostly catatonic, and then today I think that after a few days I might be doing better, or maybe it was just this one-off thing. I don't know. I have to wait and see how things are going, but at any rate, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, so like, things they're not getting worse. They're not. My head is my head is, I don't know if it's going to help, because it's pretty much happened what always happens, which is that I try some medications, some combination of medications, and then they have a little good run, like for like a week, a few days, a week, I'm okay. This time around it was actually over a month, so that was pretty good. That was also, yeah, but I got to this point where I always get when I'm things, they go back to the gutter, and yeah, I don't have, so yeah, I think that's it. All I'm gonna say right now, because although I did have a little surge of energy to kind of like get ready, I'm very slowly getting kind of like week again. And maybe it is, maybe I just need to eat something. But we're gonna go out to eat, so I'm gonna eat then. I don't know. Also, like my fantasies, they started to come back. And some of them, they are feeling very pleasant. Like right now when I was getting ready, in my head I was, like in a fantasy, and it does something. It gives me some type of guidance, even if it's in the context of the confinements of the fantasy. But I don't know. I don't know why they're back. Like maybe this. I don't know if this is a good or a bad sign, because if I'm like everything, I'm very low energy, and suddenly I'm having these moments, like this could be something positive, right? But sometimes, like if this keeps on happening, I'm going to start looking at my life and be dissatisfied. So I don't know what to do. As I said, I had some moments of planning this week. Oh shit, I'm just okay, like it's long lasting, but I just scratching my eyebrows. But yeah, so I don't know, it's a good and a bad thing, and that's kind of like usually how life gives us things, right? There's a good side and a bad side, and you have to kind of like make the best out of the bad side, and by feeling kind of like fortified, strengthened by the good sides. I don't know if this I don't know what this means too, because that's the thing about brains and like how about being human, is that you have several things at the same time happening. So it's not like everything is a sign of you being getting better or bad or worse. Like some things are going to be signs that are getting worse, some things are going to be signs that are getting better, because they have to do with different things in your head, in your life. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of unsure, about what the things that are happening, if they're coming, like where exactly do I place them? Should I try to avoid them? Should I try to make them happening? Should I get more of it? And I don't have like an answer, as I said, and I don't think that there is a way for me to find an answer in the moment. I think you need to take a step back and look at things in kind of like in a timeline, and then you're going to have a better notion. But I'm still in the middle of the timeline, things are still happening, so I don't know, what's better, what's worse, like what should I do? Should I do something? Because sometimes, like if you're already like pretty low and your spirits, and your energy levels are very low, like you're pushing yourself to do something might not be great. It might kind of like be kind of like have the opposite effect. You get you may get even you can kind of burn out, basically. So you have to figure out like what you're doing and how you're doing, and not how you're doing, but like how are you doing things, like how the why and the how and the when. The when is important, but it's also very, I don't know, because I feel like there's very little that I can do in terms of when. I can't really decide things to happen. Things have to already be happening for me to just get a point or something. So the when, while important, is just kind of like pointless, because you can't control it as well as maybe the what and the how. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up right now. Yeah, so I've been pretty I haven't really been doing pretty well, but I'm hoping for a turnaround tomorrow, and I go to the doctor, and I hope for a turnaround this week, and I hope I can get everything done that I have to do. And if I just do that, I'll be satisfied. Honestly, I'll be kind of like happy with myself if I can just do the things I have to do. I'm not going to create more expectations that I will do anything else. Because yeah, also like my writing has not really been going great. I don't know why. There's been some days and some parts of the novel that I've been able to work on, but I've been on like kind of like on a bit of a slump, it feels like, because I haven't really found the part that I've been able to work. And I've also doing the whole translating thing, but the translating thing is kind of like harder than I assumed that it's going to be, and I did think it could be kind of like tricky, but I don't know, it's feeling very not overwhelming, but like very oppressive getting things done. I think it's because I created like expectation of like pages that I can do per day, and I'm struggling to maintain that level. But I think it's good, for me to have this, for me to try, even if I'm failing. I mean, I feel like if you fail too much, it can be discouraging. But I think that I still should try and continue to try. Try continue to work on my novel, even if things are not working out great. And I've been surrounding myself with things that help me, get ahead into this novel. So those are the things that I surround myself with, that I'm using, when my free time, and still it's not happening. It's not working out super great. So I don't really know what to do. But I think it doesn't help in my head is like the problem. I think once we get some signs of things, maybe doing better, I think it's going to be easier all around. Like all the other things that I've been struggling to do will no longer be a struggle. But yeah, that's kind of that. Anyways, bye.